Okay, good morning, everybody. It's Sunday morning. We got the Reds going today. I want to thank my producer for doing the light show. Holy smokes. Light show is a big part of rock and roll, boys and girls. As you know, you got to have a good light man when you're doing a show. We had a good one. We had the best one in the 80s. I was with a couple of local bands. We did the A and B bar circuit. You rock and rollers know what the A and B bar circuit is. Top drawer, the best clubs. You can do a C club. Nobody wants to do a C club. And you travel around and, you're from town to town and you play your rock and roll. And I was running the soundboard, but we had our light man and we called him Sport. Gary Waldy, wherever you are in this great world of ours, if you're even still on planet Earth, God knows. That guy, I don't think he ever really knew me because he'd wake up and he's a wake and bake guy. He was constantly stoned. It was kind of an interesting guy from Nelson, British Columbia. Good morning, Rachel and Sue. Eddie's Music Talk is here. Eric Plastic Soundwave Cult is in the house. We love you guys. Good to see you. I don't know if we're going to get Massey today. Is he on the road? Is he happening? Captain Spaulding, Rachel! Captain Spaulding! Captain Spaulding! The pride of Pennsylvania. We love Captain Spaulding. Mark Morris is another guy we love. Mark, I saw your new logo, the wolf. There it is, right here. It looks like a wolf man, but it's a cat. It's supposed to be like a muscular cat.
Say good morning to Nunzi.
Say what's going. Hang on.
Nunchuck Nunzi.
What? Ooh, Nunchuck?
Nunzi.
Nunzi. Oh, there's Nunzi. Hey, good morning from Delaware. Hey, Nunzi, how you doing, buddy? What's Nunzi's story? Is he legit producer? Okay, Nunzi, you're getting a wrench. Hang on, let me watch my own program here. I've ordered up Nick Kershaw. If you don't know Nick Kershaw, the legendary rocker, pop singer, rocker, he went and David Donnelly, my good pal David, coerced Nick into saying hello to me, which is really cool. And so I really appreciate Nick Kershaw doing that. So you can't just talk the talk, you got to walk the walk. And I do like Nick Kershaw. His career is divided into two main segments. One is more pop oriented. And then as he got older and as he broke kind of the chains of the companies, this happens with a lot of bands, the Sweet as they're called in the UK, kind of got boxed in with that pop stuff, Papa, Coco, Papa, that kind of thing. And then they became more rockers, like Wee Little Willie. Won't go home. It's supposed to be a werewolf. Well, it looks like a freaking werewolf, so that's good. I thought, it's a cat or something. Okay, we got trouble in Seattle. Seattle's got a lot of problems, but I digress. My Mariners are not looking too hot last night. I'm sorry to hear about it. Game day guru. Sorry to hear about it. We want the Mariners to do good. How's Toronto doing? Toronto just started out. Are you getting the Beatles anthology box set, Rachel? Now, I'm a big Beatles fan. I've got anthology from 1995 on vinyl, on CD. I believe I'm going to buy anthology 4 just on the vinyl, and then I'll buy the box set on CD. So that'll be happening in November, Susie. And it's not too much. It's like 150 total for the whole thing. Anyway, so that's really good. We're going to do that. Brian, welcome and good morning to you as well. Good morning, just everybody. I'm always so grateful to you folks coming in. I try my best to entertain. I try my best to get a laugh. Mostly, we try and keep the comedy light and ongoing. One of our friends, Rice Patties. I love this guy, Rice. He's out there. He left a funny comment. He says, Martin Short called. He wants his act back. I'm like, what? That's your comment? That's so hurtful. I told him I was kind of going for an Eddie Deason. Of course, we had Eddie Deason in a cameo on the program just a while back. So that was kind of incredible. Courtesy of Massey and the lovely lady that was there at the time. Her name escapes me right now, but she pops
Gabrielle.
Gabby. We love Gabrielle. She's so kind, and it was so generous of her and her mom to get these celebrities over. We had Jennifer Boyd, Patty Boyd's kid sister. Juniper. Donovan wrote a song for her, about her. My NHL fantasy draft is today. If you have a first pick, who are you taking? I'm not following it closely enough, Dan. Once upon a time I did. Who is the number one touted draft in the world right now? Let me know in the comments below. I'm Canadian. I like hockey. But we'll see, I don't know as much as I once did. Steve Park, howdy. Hold on, man. Howdy. There you go. I love my cowboy hat. I love this hat. It's kind of it's good branding, Ladies and gentlemen, I'm busy working out. Now let's fluff up. I'm busy working out. So I'm down to 222 from 309 pounds. I'm down to 222. So I'm really happy about that. That's a big achievement. What about Jennifer Boyd? Well, she was on our show, Herc. We had her on a couple of weeks ago. I don't even know what I titled it. She just did a thing. Fred Dobbs is in the house. Fred, it's been a while. Seattle has no chance. It's the Tigers. Detroit, you're the Tigers. 1984, Sparky Anderson. Tigers. Holy smokes. My good friend Johnny is here today. Thank God. We missed him on the Friday Patreon. I do have a Patreon. That's really what it's all about these days for me. For $5 a month, you can join us. I do 4 shows a month that you get extra value, extra bang for buck. For a cup of coffee, $5 a month. What's that break down to per episode? 5 divided by 4.
$1.20.
Yeah, it's a buck and change. So anyway, support me. I appreciate it, right? And I appreciate everybody that currently is supporting me because, I live in Canada. We have no money up here. It's horrible. Fred, sorry, but you're wrong. Okay, let's not get into scuffles. It's like, you see these baseball fights where the pitcher's there and he throws the ball and he hits the batter and the batter goes nuts. I'd go nuts too if you're not hitting the head, mind you. I've seen some guys drop. Connor McDavid is a safe first overall for fantasy hockey. Oh, yeah, Connor McDavid. He's good. Paul Cast, I love you. I guess Paul's coming by the house.
Monday.
Don't sleep in, Paul. You got to be at my house. Paul is a landscaper of no mean reputation. Paul's really good. And he's got a great channel. He's not doing as much with it. So I'm going to give the shout out to Danny After Dark, who we love very much around here. She's a very busy lady. I don't see much of her these days, but I do care about her. I've met her twice, courtesy of Paul. And but anyway, Paul's coming over. I got some tall trees. We got some tall trees in the background, in the backyard, and they got to be hedged. They got to be hegemonied. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can't afford $5, maybe $1 will do you. And so if I put a smile on your face, throw me $1. Go, here's an egg for you. Throw an egg at me. Maybe you don't like me. And you go, yeah, I hate you. I'm going to throw you. I got to hit you with an egg. Anyway, you can do that. Buy me a coffee. Buy me an egg. Rachel goes. There it is. All right. I'm going to be there bright and early. I hope you'll be bushy-tailed.
We'll be home around 9:30.
We're going to be home around 9:30. We got to go out and pick up my sister from Colorado, the great state.
We're going to Aspen to pick her up.
We're going to Aspen. No, we're not. But she's coming in. She's flying in from Aspen, Colorado, where she lives. Can you imagine? I'm so jealous of my kid sister. She's an American citizen. Damn it. I'm stuck here in Canada, an old retiree on a pension. I want to be in America, the greatest nation ever. But that's the way it goes. You should come up with some cool Patreon content ideas while you're pumping iron. You guys are bleeding Patreons like our economy is bleeding jobs. Yeah, well, the jobs are all government jobs. So that costs the taxpayer a lot of money. So America is saving money under the greatest president of all time, Donald John Trump. God bless America. The greatest nation ever. So you'd be wrong about that. You're right about bleeding jobs, but the right jobs to bleed. Cut down. This is why I love this shutdown, the government lockdown. The Republicans have nothing to lose in this. As a matter of fact, they have everything to gain. So with Congress shut down, there's really no opposition to the administration. When you lose the congressional party, when that body politic is no longer operative, everything shifts to the executive. Well, guess who's riding the executive? Your president and my president, Donald John Trump. He's currently riding it. So now there's nothing stopping him. Let's cut this job. Let's do this. And Doge, by the way, is not on, they aren't part of the shutdown. They're still going strong. So everything's going great. No, they're not all, suck it, you liberal retard. Just go deal, go masturbate, right? That'll comfort you. Go, just give yourself a good toss. You'll be feeling a lot better in the morning, Eric. Okay, Sue, question for Paul. This is a business question about lobbing the tree. Yeah, come on by. Just drop on by. Ooh. Holy smokes. Kid Diddlers destroy my country. Purdue, get the receipts on that. Otherwise, it's just pure liberal slander. Bunch of bullshit. Speaking of non-bullshit and good liberal, well, he's not even a liberal. He's more of an independent. This is our good friend Marty. Always brings something to the show. We love him. Okay, I'm going to message you later, Sue.
Okay, great.
And then, so Sue says that's great.
Speaking
She's sitting
of
right
diddling,
here.
Diddy's going down for 7
P
years.
Diddy's in. P Diddy. Oh no, you P Diddy fans. I know we're a music channel, so we're focusing on the music. P Diddy going away for 4 years. He'll be out in 6 months for good behavior. Trump 2028. Abso-fucking-lutely, Dave. God bless Dave, the pickup artist. He has his health issues. He's dealing with what's known as a fatty liver, and it can be quite a serious condition if it's not checked. You got to get slim and trim like Rach, right? You drop the pounds. Everything's going great. I've been renovating houses in Portland. It was demo this week in one house. I might be responsible for the war-torn rumors. Holy smoke. So you're doing some demolition. Got to be careful with that job. It's very, you can injure yourself so easily. You got a wrecking bar, crowbar, right? You're prying, and then boom, the next thing you know, something's hit you. P. Diddy has fans. I think so. The rap crowd, right? The rappers, you young people. Orange Diddy needs to be put away permanently. Not going to happen. Unfortunately for you, we own all the cards. Great changes are happening. ICE is out there cleaning up the streets. I know wouldn't it be wild if we got Mazzy arrested? You see Mazzy getting carted away out there. He's out in Portland right now, lending his voice to the uprisers, the rioters down there, the Antifa. They're no good. My doctor said my liver was smothered in onions. Holy smokes. Got to stay out of, I guess, what would be your burger joint of choice, Dave? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, so Nick Kershaw, 10 CD set is on the way. Really happy about it. And, because to see Nick Kershaw go, hey, Rach, how you doing? A big shout out to you and your podcast and everything. It's pretty cool. Trump has the power to release the Epstein files, but won't. GOP equals guardians of pedos. I will tell you right now that Trump already okayed everything. He's on tape. I can show you where he says release it all. He's given the okay, the go ahead. It's being stymied and held back, not just by Republicans, but Democrats as well, too.
The Mossad kind of.
Well, yeah, people are thinking it might be because Israel's involvement, that there may have been CIA. He's an agent. He's an asset.
Well, and I think there's others in there, and they're trying to protect them.
And there's other agents currently operating that are mentioned in there that they could be exposed, and so it could cause some problems that way. But I say, what the hell? Fuck all the intel. Give these fucking wankers what they want. Let them have their fucking party, because you got nothing there. Biden had control over everything. Biden should have released it. You want to get Trump? Don't shoot him. Don't fucking kill him, you murdering assholes. Don't shoot him. Go do some legal lawfare, but illegal lawfare. Not just lawfare like the bullshit 34 count, 37 counts, whatever you fuckers came up with. Bunch of bullshit. Get something to actually stick. Get him on the island and get him on there. But you got nothing. You got sweet fuck all. Sucks to be you. And praise God that God, in fact, wins in the end. So it's a great, everything is ending as it first was planned. Praise God. He had the feds work overtime to scrub him from the files. Orange Diddy fucks kids. I disagree. I think that's slanderous. Again, it's just bullshit. Let's be less divisive, more entertaining. It's your job. You'll make more money. Hey, Chris, you pay me nothing, so I don't give a fuck. Okay, what else do I not give a fuck about? Just keep them coming, you liberal retards.
It's not you, it's the comment section.
Whatever, they're all fucked up. Nobody releases the Epstein files because all their donors and friends are in on both sides. I think there is a lot of conflict. That Nick Kershaw box is definitely worth every penny. Stephen Schnee in with a great comment. I'm excited about it. I like Nick Kershaw. You know, I know the one song, really, in fairness. I know the one song. So that it would be the deal for me. No God talk, Rachel. I can talk about whatever I fucking want. Why don't you go watch Dagon or whatever the fuck? Isn't he got a show? Go watch that fucking shit. Tomorrow. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, the point is, you know, I just take no prisoners. You line them up. You keep pitching them. I'll keep fucking knocking them out of the park. Holy smokes, you kids getting me worked up. But anyway, I'm looking forward to it. It's arriving today, 10 CDs. Now, admittedly, most of my music listening these days is done through the Qobuz, even though I've got this incredible stereo Rega P6 rocking away. God said not today when Trump turned his head. Holy smokes, Danny. Yeah, absolutely. God bless President Trump. And it was a miracle. I mean, you know, that thing, holy shit, that unbelievable what's going on. Yeah, go watch it. Okay, so anyway, Loki wants to know, Sue, how you're feeling. You can let him know in the comments below. Does Nick eat cashews? No, it's Kershaw, not cashew. Nick Cashew. What the hell are you talking about? So it's 10 CDs. Now, Schnee is a pop what do you call it? A pop expert, a pop aficionado. Stephen Schnee. He knows his stuff. And so if he's saying this box set is good, you better believe it's going to be good. And I'm looking forward to it. Stunty was right about everything. We love Stunty. We love Stunty. You know, Stunty, I forget why he left or what his problem. I think it was Rob the Waxed. I think that was the problem. I thought initially it was because Harry called him out, but I think Stunty said, no, that's not what's happening. Hey, how you doing, Rachel? Doing really good. Down to a slim 222. Room 222. I feel like I'm a young Karen Valentine. 222 is the current weight. We're looking to get it down further this week. We'll see what's happening. Okay, Onsen-kuma. You've changed your name. You've broken it down to an Onsen-kuma instead of Onsen-kuma, which you used to be. Your music room is shaping up nicely. It's a cool environment. It is. This place rocks. So, like the sound, the system, the fidelity. It's incredible. It's the best sounding system I've ever had. I absolutely love it. And I listen to music every day. And how could you not with a system like this? But as you can see, I got David Frizzell on the floor. I got, you know, there is some music, some records I got to work through. But I'm telling you, at this point in 2025, on Sakuma and friends, I have less patience for the scratchly records. You know, if it's, you know, going too much of that, I can't do it. I got to get rid of it. Why would I listen to that when I can hear a pristine, even if it's digital? I don't give a fuck. That's what I want. Why are you slinging mud at our boy Dagon? I'm out of the loop. Dagon decided in his infinite wisdom to go up against me in the morning. Tomorrow. So I put him in the same category as Jason Rojas. Okay, these fuckers, they go against me. Yeah, sure. Anyway, that's how it goes. You know, fuck around and find out. You know, that's how I roll. Now, what's this? Hold on, producer. Go ahead. What's going on?
I'm trying to tell you, his show's for tomorrow.
Tomorrow? What? Tomorrow?
You need to do a retraction fast.
So on Sakuma, I do play some CDs. I like them. And here's the thing. I've got an older Marantz. I've got a PM6006 for those of you in the numbers game. And that thing does not play SACD, super audio compact disc. It doesn't do them. Okay. Holy smokes. Shane Newton. Rob's sound system sounds like a washing machine on. It's like, hold on, Shame. Remember that? The big movie, the Western, 1952? Shame, they called it. Who was the lead actor in that? Shane. Yeah, but who was the guy? Who's the main actor? He died young. I think he took himself out. Matt Basterson, I love you. Mm-hmm. Good morning, Sunday morning, Rachel Sewell. Matt, we love you, buddy. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. Rediscover the CD. I love compact discs. I really do. And they're convenient as well. But when I'm working, and I'm at the computer a lot, I do a lot of genealogy. Holy smokes, is that ever fun? But I do a lot of it. Am I going through puberty again? I'm doing. Anyway, I do a lot of genealogy. And when I'm doing that, you don't want to be flying up to get to the, stylist to lift the record and take care of business before, on the run out groove, causes you some sort of migraine. Anyway, you play the digital and it just does what it does. And then you're fine. You're good to go. I want to give a big shout out to Rice Patties. He's been watching this show. All you guys and gals that watch the show that don't say hi, Patty, say hi. You're not blocked around here or anything. In fact, we'd love to get Rice Patties up to do an update on where the Patties is, what the Patties doing, what's going on in Pattyville. We'll find out. The tariffs have destroyed Rob's shoeshine empire. This is a horrible comment. The thing is, nobody takes Rachel political views seriously anymore because she's more partisan than a sports fan. That's right. Go Trump. Lack of nuance, a critical self-reflection means she's a parody of herself. I love that. Loki, you can get that. Go down the tattoo parlor, get that thing inked on you. You like ink, Loki? I'm sure you do. Okay. No, Herc. Rachel's being an idiot. Uh-oh, that's from the better half. She knows. Yeah, there you go. You can get that inked on you, Sue. Anyway, Bill K. Kreiner's in the house. We love him. How you doing, buddy? Rice knows his music. Well, he's out in Japan. He's big on the Japanese pressings. He's out there in the rice paddies. After a hard day of collecting rice out there, you want to listen to a good system, good music and stuff. And I'm sure he's got the best in his tiny Tokyo apartment. He is what you would know as a gaijin. He's a white boy living large in the land of Nobunaga. Incredible. Rach Sue, I'm waiting for my Zombies record. It went through Customs Toronto. It says delivery date October 16th. It's taken a long time. I hope it's in one piece. You got a mono? Did you buy the mono? Let me know. Comments below. Everybody's excited about Oracle, Odyssey and Oracle. They spelled the Odyssey wrong on the initial release on that. I don't know if they corrected it for later pressings or if they kept the spelling error intact. I do have a reissue of that album. I'm not big. I don't care too much about the pressings at the end of the day. I never did in the 70s. You go down the store, you're Canadian for one thing. So, my favorite bands are UK. Buy a lot of American artists. I love Elvis Presley, so you go down, you buy your record. And but I'd be buying Canadian copies of whatever I was getting. And then later, when I became a Beatle maniac, 1973, circa 73, I listened to the Red Album, 62, 66 Beatles. I became such a fan that I was, puberty was hitting, and the Beatles were there. They were so cool, and so I never turned back, never looked back. Beatlemania still with me all these years later. So the anthology, I'll buy the single record for, and then buy the CD box with all the extras, trimmings on the CD. That'll be good enough. Because it is, think about it, anthology is really a lot of demos, a lot of outtakes. And so you don't need your pristine, autophilia, with apologies to Anthony. You don't need your extreme autophilia on anthology because of the nature of the recordings, right? And so, how do you do what you do to me? I wish I knew. Great song. People criticize the Beatles version, say, was it Jerry and the Pacemakers? They did a better job. The Blue album struck me more than the Red. But you're younger. You're a young kid. Of course, the Blue is going to be your thing. But for older people like me, Michelle is on that thing. Michelle, ma belle, sont les mots qui vont très bien ensemble. Copy, link, hang on. Let's get Rob up here. But I like the Red because I Feel Fine is on there. But first feedback on any record. I love it. I love from Bleeding Birmingham, Angelo Kelly. He's just crossed the border. He's just crossed the Irish Sea, and he's now in Birmingham, Bleeding Birmingham. What are you doing in Birmingham? Are you buying records? Are you going to see vinyl community people? Angelo, let me know. Legend. He's got a new single out. He's got a new album coming. Everybody check that. Sue, can you do me the favor and get the link for that album? Let's take a look also at our first guest today. Johnny, you're welcome to join us as well, or anybody else. Here we go. It's Rob the Wax. How you doing, Rob? Let's get spacey. I'm playing around with this background. Look at this.
Now I have motion. I have motion sickness, Rachel.
Oh, do you? Okay, hang on. We can correct this. Just settle down. God, the last thing we need is having you, barf on screen or something or whatnot. How about a gentle Starfield?
No, I have a feeling if you bring up other people, I'll barf on screen.
Oh, listen, well, some of them can be questionable. How you doing? You got a big record. I know you got a big record. I'm excited about that. Full disclosure, I want this record. I want this record so bad. You got it. Tell me the story, buddy.
I mean, I listened to it and go, wow, maybe I should keep this. But one person said, yeah, this is something.
Oh, so are you kidding me?
What?
Elvis Presley, is this
This is the 1956 mono. Which I think the only time it was stereos, they reconfigured it.
How's it sound? Is it pretty clean?
Probably as clean as you'll find this.
Shit.
I mean, even in this state, Rachel.
Yeah.
I would say it's borderline VG plus. It's like $150 record, maybe.
No, look it up. It's Jerry and the Pacemakers, and they took it to #1 on the charts. Don't ever second guess me on any Beatles trivia, David Donnelly. You're out of your league, rocker. Okay, sorry, I had to put David in his place. He got a little cocky. Go ahead, Rob.
Hold on.
Take your time. What is something upsetting?
I think the human butt plug Arnie has a new character here.
Okay, hold on. Let's see what's going on. Arnie! God, I'm so sorry this happened. Okay, Rob's support. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, you know what?
Let me ask you, Rachel. Who told everyone I live in a small apartment? Me.
You did, Rob. You
so
told
like
us.
How does it upset me that
it's so tiny?
Rachel, do you think I have the ability to move to a bigger place?
Rob, if you wanted to, you could move wherever the hell you wanted.
But listen, you putz, I live in Santa Monica.
Yeah,
probably a lot better than where you live.
He calls it Santa Monica. It's actually Muscle Beach, but that's okay. We'll continue. Elvis.
So I repaired the cover.
Okay, what kind of damage was on the cover, Rob?
It was only the front and back is I would call VG plus, but the seams I repaired the seams. Yeah. So it's all extents and purposes, it's a VG plus cover. The record, the music, the sound.
Can you pull it out? Let's hold the label up because I mean this is kind of a treat.
The sound, this sound on these RCA Victor.
Oh my God.
Is just incredible.
Okay, there you go. This is where it all starts, people. Elvis's first album.
This sounds amazing. Like him singing Blue Moon.
Oh, I love that.
After I heard that, which is the last song. Yeah. You go, maybe I should keep this.
Yeah, it's so funny. God, who's our buddy Elvis? The Elvis channel in New York, our good friend out there.
Elvis Cup guy.
No, not Elvis Cup. No.
Not Mr. Stickermania?
No, not Mr. Stickermania. But anyway, apologies to my
remember that read that I was about to say.
That's Elvis. That's Elvis Cup guy.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah, is troubled.
Okay, well, I love him anyway.
But no, regardless of his
political orientation.
Yeah, that dude has a weird view on how to market himself, I think.
David, don't be sensitive. You're starting to get Johnny L type tendencies. You got to have a thick skin to hang out here with the ghost. I'm telling you that, boy, oh boy.
But the one you want to find is where his full body, right?
Okay, hold on. Now listen, be sensitive because this next guest is a tinderbox. He can go off at the light. Oh my God, anything can happen.
Hey, Rachel, I know if Johnny had this record and sold it, he would have enough money to come and tell me what's what.
Yes, exactly.
Hey, that's a nice record. That is a very nice catch you got there.
Johnny, do you have $200?
Yeah, right. I wouldn't pay $200 for it, but it's a nice album.
Angelo Kelly is boarding a plane. Safe travels. It's a hop. He's just hopping back into Ireland.
I like Elvis Presley for sure.
Yeah. Or maybe he's going to Germany. Anything could happen with Angelo. He's a star. He's just a jaunt. Yeah. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, holy smoke. I love a lot of people, but this next kid, gifted, talented, and some would say a savant. Okay, let's see how he is. How you doing, Jim?
Hey, Rachel.
Rachel,
I just wanted to come on.
Hold on, Rob. Hold on. Let's just see. Hold on. He's got a gifting. Let's find out.
I don't care. I don't care.
Rob, come on. Look at him. Look at his face. He's got a Beatle haircut and everything.
He's a misguided moron. Get him off the screen.
Misguided moron.
The dude.
Okay.
Close.
I just wanted to come on quickly. If I could use your
Rachel. He just said if I could use. Get rid of him. He's not
really quickly. Really quickly.
No.
Let me be his carpet for a moment. Okay.
Rachel, hold on. I promise if you're his carpet, he'll urinate all over.
All right. Well, God dang it. So what do we use to get the urine out? Okay, go ahead, Archibald Alexander Leach.
You've got such a big platform, Rachel.
Yes.
I want to use it just for one moment.
I
woke up this morning and I checked my emails and I found that my YouTube channel had been terminated. Okay.
What?
So I looked into this matter, and Tokyo Record Style issued a copyright strike on me because one of my videos used a clip from his channel.
Hold on, I want to hear this. Yeah. This is huge story developing.
It was fair use. I'd incorporated a clip from him into my own video. It wasn't like I'd completely stolen something he'd made. So he's abused the system.
Yes.
Listen,
to take my channel down. So
how did you use it?
How did
you use the clip?
It was parody. It was
no. A parody because you think it's funny doesn't make it parody, dude.
Okay, let's let him finish, Rob. Then we'll go to you.
Hold on. Rachel, I have a serious question for this guy. I have a serious question.
Yeah, but Rob,
when you posted where I worked and all the information about where I worked, how is that parody, dude?
I never did that.
Parody.
This is not about you.
No. Can you mute him? Mute him, Rachel.
Brian,
because this is what
I just wanted to hear.
Rachel, wait.
Just really quickly.
Rachel, this dude went on a cyber stalking spree about me.
Yes.
Posted all this shit about where I work.
No,
it was on your channel, dude.
No. It's not there anymore because the channel is gone.
No.
But anyway,
no. Why did you? Hold on, dude. Why did you do that?
I emailed you.
Dude,
get in touch with me.
We can
resolve this issue.
Rachel, mute him.
Mute him.
Hold on. Away the strike. Reinstate my channel.
I just want to hear the guy, Rob.
This motherfucker.
Rob, I love you. I just want to hear
this motherfucker.
One was about you.
This motherfucker doxed me, Rachel. I've never done that to anyone. I don't even know your name. Listen, you fucking idiot. I don't even know your name. I don't know where you are. I don't know. Yes, you do. You fucking made a video
about you. I don't care about you. I care about my work, which has been
Rachel, you don't deserve it, dude.
Deleted.
You've trolled and doxed people and got after them.
Hear me out here.
Your channel doesn't need.
I'm trying to hear you, but
Brian.
Okay, let's get the word
out. Brian's
get
a
in touch
sensible
with
person.
me.
You're a fucking idiot,
dude. Get in touch with me via email. We can resolve this. We can reinstate my channel.
No.
In the name of
Rachel.
Free speech, fair use.
No. Rachel, can I ask you a question?
The
dude took footage of where I worked, posted my name. Rachel, that's what this guy did.
I don't care about you.
Yeah. Well, obviously you care a lot about me.
This is about me. I'm
everywhere you could
reaching out. I've got my Hamburg t-shirt on.
Rachel, get rid of him.
I am calling. This
dude is a piece of shit.
Reaching out.
Piece of shit, right?
You're myself.
This dude is a piece of shit, and I can't believe anyone is not acknowledging how much of a lump of shit he is.
Look, there's no such thing as a bad boy.
If this dude, I'm being serious. If this dude was standing in front of me, he wouldn't exist after 3 seconds. I promise that.
Drop the link, Phil.
That's essentially a death threat. That's a death threat.
No, I didn't say I would kill you.
Okay,
You wouldn't
They
exist.
would not exist. That's
death
threat of death.
We've had too much death.
Yes. Hey, everyone. I will not exist, this guy.
Okay. Wow.
Don't say that.
You heard what he just said.
Let me know.
Violent man.
Johnny.
Hold on. If the young fella there, if you posted Rob's personal information on so everybody can see, I cannot stand that. That is fucking low as low can be. I mean, I may disagree with Rob.
I'm justifying non-existing him, Johnny?
I may disagree with Rob on a few things, but posting somebody's personal shit online like that is absolutely bullshit.
And he's done this to other people. That's his deal.
Well,
when he cries like a baby.
Well, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. I don't like that. I don't go for that at all.
Okay, I'm going to go now.
All
I want to say is, Brian, Tokyo Record Style, get in touch with me.
No. I'll reach out to Brian and make sure this doesn't happen.
Okay. Well, Rob is a violent, hateful, malicious bully who threatens people with death on live streams.
Hold on.
All of you people who watch his live streams religiously, drop this guy. He's a bully.
Hold on. You doxed him. What do you expect for him to be?
Anyone.
Yes, you did.
I believe him.
Here's the cool thing about the internet. I have the video. I have the video, dude.
Calling him a son of a bitch.
I have the video, dude.
You two are bosom buddies all over again.
Yeah, where's
no? Because I don't agree.
Anyway,
I don't agree.
Hey, dumbass. Where's the hold on? Hey, dumbass.
Hold on. I said
hold on. Where's the videos I made about you? Where are the videos about you I've made?
All right.
Where are they? They don't exist because I don't do shit like that.
And love.
Hold on. I said, with you coming out like, oh, we're bosom buddies all of a sudden. He called you this, called you. No. I'm telling you, I just said I don't agree with all that Rob says. Okay, but I don't like the fact that you fucking doxed the guy and gave all that information on there. All right. That's what I'm telling you. I don't like that from anybody. All right. I don't care who it is. You think you're cocky and everything. You think you're cocky and everything because you're back there in the UK.
I don't think
but let me tell you something. You don't deserve to be on the fucking air.
Back.
All right? You don't dox anybody.
You ain't getting right now. Back,
I don't like that at all.
The only reason I'm here is because Rachel has a great platform, a big platform. I can reach out to Brian via this live stream.
Hey,
hold on.
You're a young boy with a lot of talent.
Rachel,
for good things. Rob, go ahead.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Rachel, I'm speaking to you.
Resolve this issue. You can reinstate my channel by revoking the copyright strike on one video.
Hey, Brian.
In a 5-6-minute video.
Brian has morals, dude. If anything, he has morals, which you do not have.
I'm not going to say anything bad about Brian here.
Rachel, correct me if I'm wrong. Rachel, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes,
Didn't this dude make shitty videos about you too?
What?
This dude made shitty videos about you.
I cannot believe it.
It's not parody.
It's parody.
You don't have the ability to parody.
He's an artist. He's a young boy with a gift.
Good fun. Anyway.
Good fun.
Good fun boxing people.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, well, someday you'll grow up and you'll find out what life's really like, my friend. Sometimes you'll grow up. One day you'll grow up and see what life is really like, and then come and see me.
Rachel,
I hate that doxing people with their information. There's a lot of crazy people out there. Anything can happen.
But Johnny, that's not the only thing the dude has did.
Well, I don't like the doxing shit.
He's paraded in a horrible fashion throughout this nonsense. But Rachel, the flowers smell a little bit better today. The coffee tastes a little bit better today.
Little
later. You know why? You know why?
Why, Rob?
Because that idiot's channel has ceased to exist. And I think everyone should congratulate Tokyo Brian for exercising his right to take down a channel that has the guy has no morals. He's a piece of crap.
Okay,
Brian is a hell of a nice guy, and if in my personal advice to him is to stay away from this punk as far as he can. If he docks Rob, what says that he won't dox Brian one day, go on a little tantrum and a little whim like a little boy and dox Brian? What's to say he doesn't do that?
Hey, Johnny,
but
you have
stay
to
away
agree
from him at all costs.
Johnny, you have to agree about me. If I have issues with you, I tell you to your face. I don't make shitty videos about it.
Yeah.
I don't do malicious things in the background. I don't make troll accounts and troll you. I tell you to your face.
You know, I know your address and wherever you live, because you sent records to me.
Well, Johnny, don't dox Rob. What the hell are you doing?
Listen,
Rachel, can you make Johnny big? He's about to dox me.
No, listen. But I would not dox you because we had disagreements and stuff. I would not even think of doing that at all. Not to anybody if I have disagreements. I don't like. There's crazy people out there that can do anything.
We just saw one.
Somebody.
We just saw one.
So I just don't agree with that at all. And I don't care. That's my take on it. That's what I'll say.
Okay. This is one of the, folks, every now and then on the Ghost Show, something serendipitous occurs and you can't plan for it. You can't hope that something this enticing in terms of our content is going to occur, but it's happened right today. And with that in mind, please consider joining the Rachel's Ghost Patreon. It's just the biggest thing going right now. $5 a month. You get involved, and by gum, you may even get doxxed by a local celebrity. Okay, here it is, Elvis.
Hold on, Rachel.
Yes,
Elvis has something to say.
Okay, buddy.
I think Sweet Jesus Above that Jim Channel don't exist anymore.
Oh, those folks were just heard from beyond from Elvis.
Sorry, Rachel. I was just all shook up about it.
Oh, you see what he's done there?
Listen, Johnny, I'm about to dox you.
Holy smokes, Johnny, you're a little teddy bear. Okay, fall must be here. Johnny bringing the heat. It's all happening.
I don't agree
Johnny,
with that.
I don't know
the King's Court. That's what I'm trying to think of. Ed at the King's Court. I love the King's Court. Ed is. I love that guy, and it's the best Elvis channel, bar none, on the net. Thank you so much, Mr. Stickerman.
Rachel,
hold on, we got Elvis.
I just want you to know all impressions of Elvis are parody, Rachel.
Thank you for that. All right. So this is a pledge drive. Every show I do is a pledge drive. Maslov, I was hoping we got a picture of you in Portland, all cuffed up and dragged away by our men in ICE. Incredible work they're doing there, cleaning the streets of Portland.
Hey,
the antagonists, Antifa. Go ahead, Elvis. We got Elvis.
I'm just doing a shout out to Tokyo Brian for doing the Lord's work.
Well, thank you, Elvis. That's pretty good, Elvis, actually. Johnny, do you have a favorite Elvis movie? I've got a pretty big Elvis collection myself. The box sets. I got a lot of going with Elvis. Go ahead.
Loving You is one of my favorites.
Loving You is your favorite? Now, Johnny, you're old enough to have been born in the sign of Elvis. What Elvis, do you know what Elvis song was number one when you were born, or what was his song on the charts?
You really
Maslov, you've done wisely. You've chosen wisely.
Okay.
By the way, Mazzy, I love the pictures with you and your son, young Joseph, and the thing. Just a great, beautiful father-son love.
Rachel.
Yeah.
So apparently, Mazzy and Kimbo went down to Portland and they met up with people.
They did.
But Mazzy posted on his channel like an intruder on one of his social medias of an intruder, and he had a Ring doorbell pictured. Can I show it?
Yeah, do the doorbell. Here we go.
You want to make me big?
Here we go.
Mazzy, there's a couple of ne'er-do-wells on his porch.
Okay, let's see. Holy smokes, is that Kenny G showed up at Mazzy's place?
Yeah, it's Kimbo with Kenny G.
Kimbo and Kenny G. Mazzy, that is incredible. How the hell did he get involved with Kenny G?
I don't know. Kenny G lives up there in Seattle, right?
Okay, Rach, can you bring Jim or Pumping Vinyl back instead of Norman Maslov? What the hell? Massey's one of our most beloved vinyl community members. One of the channels to watch in the coming year. It's one of the favorites going on. Suspicious Mind by Elvis entered the top 40 a month after I was born. That's incredible. My Elvis song is Beg You. Beg You. 1958, February 58, Elvis with Beg You. And Dippo, how dare you? How dare you? All right, here we go.
In the ghetto.
Mac Davis, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, Mac Davis penning the song In the Ghetto. And it was a huge hit for Elvis. This is a later Elvis.
Heartbreak Hotel is good too.
Yeah, Heartbreak. You like the early Elvis? Do you have a favorite Elvis period?
Moody Blues is not bad. I like the
Moody Blue. That was the final one.
Yeah, I have the album, but I don't have the blue one. My brother has it.
Whoa, Johnny, hold on now. You know what, Johnny? You may have things in reverse. The black one is what is the harder one. They didn't print as many blacks as blues. Most people have the blue one. The black one's worth a little more.
Wait, which album are we talking about?
Moody Blue, Elvis Presley.
Well, we all know.
Hold on, Johnny. It's not Moody Blues. That's an outfit from England.
All right.
Yeah, I believe they're also from Birmingham. Yeah,
we all know that Harry found a Elvis record for like $6 and flipped it for $1,700.
Yeah, wow. That is a deal. Now that's how to flip. Holy smokes. Okay, my favorite Elvis song is Song of the Ship. This is from the Crawdaddy one. King Creole. Absolutely.
Oh, Rachel.
Okay. Hold on. Here comes Elvis.
We're gonna win that race.
I love Elvis. I'm a big Elvis fan. So, Rob, how many Elvis records do you have? Do you know? Do you have an actual count?
Actually, there's a few that have come and gone through here. I've kind of thought maybe let's collect all the soundtracks.
Yeah.
But I do want a really decent OG copy of The Million Elvis Fans Can't Be Whatever Wrong.
Yeah, A Million Elvis Fans Can't Be Wrong.
But I swear to God, I'll kick myself, but I think I'll find another copy of this. This sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's good to hear, man.
You know, when have you ever listened to a mono record that you're not hearing mono? It's just sounds amazing.
Yeah,
that's what this record does. It really is amazing.
I'm envious. I've never heard the original. I've got a reissue of that album, of course. Elvis, you got to have it.
I know that Chad has made a couple Elvis audiophile records that people like.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone's ever done this, like a true audiophile version.
An audiophile pressing of Elvis debut album.
I feel the tapes. This sounds like it would make an amazing audiophile, or even this sounds audiophile. That's how good this is.
Okay, look at this. Mr. Stickerman, Frank, we love him. The rare chicken of the sea preview, hype sticker, ladies and gentlemen, hype sticker. Yeah, the Elvis used to, a lot of his albums would come out with stickers on them, hype stickers. And when you buy the CD box set, which I own, I believe it's back there. Is that my Bob Dylan? I guess my Elvis is over in the shelf here. Yeah, there he is. So I got Elvis over there. That right there is Elvis. The box set. So that's really cool. Okay, Poetry on Plastic.
It's true mono because they never did stereo. They only did reconfigured stereo. So of that.
Okay, this is really interesting. Elvis sounds best on electronically preprocessed stereo. Take my word. Johnny, you got a problem right here. You better not mess with the U.S. mail. Johnny is the U.S. mail. He's Canadian mail. And remember, Johnny, we got a mail strike going right now. Canada Post is on strike.
But Rachel, isn't it like the second mail strike within the last 6 months?
Yeah.
Listen, Canada is a failed operation. It was an ongoing failed experiment. We can't even afford to get mail to people in this country now.
No, we can't. We can't either. Rachel, the U.S. mail loses money all the time.
Yeah,
that is a functional run thing like the government, but it still goes on.
I want them to like third party it, like put it into the private sector, but still regulate it so that they can't go nuts with pricing. Go ahead.
The Canadian, the postal service here that have been bailed out with millions and millions of dollars continuously.
Same here. Same probably in every country.
There's a time and point that it's enough's enough of taxpayers' money going to something that, I mean, really, the service ain't that great, really, from. On our
Johnny,
side.
I'm almost certain, like every major country, their postal service is it loses money.
I wouldn't doubt that. Like they threatened they weren't going to deliver the garbage mail, like the flyers and stuff, like OP. Well,
nobody wanted that. Nobody wanted that shit anyway.
Right. I mean, I bet that clogs up the system and costs money for them.
And also they did it because those flyers would have to pay them money in order to get their shit packaged that nobody wanted. So the reason they agreed to it was they could make some extra money from it. But nobody wants that shit. It just goes in and directly into the recycle bin, which is another scam that they came up with.
Not that people don't deserve having pensions and stuff, but the mismanagement of all that shit too.
I miss the days where they used to deliver it by hand, door to door, and you saw the dog running after the mailman, stuff like that, or things like that. I miss those days, and you always knew your mailman when he came, give him a little bit of a present at Christmas time.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Oh, hold on. Here's Elvis and talk about the U.S. postal system.
Return to sender.
Oh, my folks, it's Elvis's big hit, Return to Sender. Address unknown. No such number, no such zone. Okay, question from Chris and Vinyl Piper for Kimbo. Hey, did you find any Northwest psych in Portland? Psych scene in Seattle, Pacific Northwest, Oregon. It was always happening. You can check it out. There's a lot of bands that came out with the psych sound. I can't order records from Blue Fog in Canada now because Rachel's idiot God Emperor. It has nothing to do with Trump. It has every fucking thing to do with Canada Post going bankrupt.
Yeah, but again,
Canada is a mismanaged shit show.
Well, Rachel, our government is not running, which would mean...
that's on the Congress. But you know what's beautiful about that? Now all the power goes to the executive branch. Praise God. Now we can cut more of the use of federal.
It doesn't need to. Hold on. It doesn't need to go to the executive branch because the Senate could easily get the government going again. The Republicans control every aspect of the government. Isn't
that beautiful? Praise God.
Yeah, but there's a reason.
My way. Thank you, Jesus, for Donald Trump. Thank you, Jesus, for saving Donald from the assassin's bullet. Praise you, Lord. God bless everyone. Thank you, America. You're great. Thank you, Donald John Trump.
Rachel, I'm rooting for the hamburgers.
Holy smoke. I just love him. He's my guy. I just love him. Now, hold on. Elvis is here with a comment.
I'll take his peanut butter and banana sandwich away from dropping dead.
Holy smokes. There's some peanut butter. And also he put bacon on it.
Bacon on it too.
Bacon on it.
Rachel.
That was all happening. Go ahead, Sade.
I was just watching a few clips last night on YouTube. There's a lot of things going on along that Elvis was a racist and this and that.
Okay, Johnny. Controversial.
And I watched interviews with the Godfather of Soul, James Brown, and Elvis' backup singers and everything. All of them were praising Elvis. They said that he was one of the best friends they ever had, shit like that. So there's a lot of garbage going on.
I don't believe I don't believe Elvis was racist. If anything, he was just a product of the time he grew up in.
He loved gospel. He loved that kind of music. And if James Brown, the Godfather of Soul, says that Elvis was not a racist, he was best friends with Elvis. He was a really great guy. I believe James Brown.
Johnny.
What?
James Brown was batshit crazy. I don't think I would take anything he said.
Well, he was a good. No, he's the hardest working man in show business.
If you follow stories about James Brown, it wasn't like I would.
He got a little crazy. James Brown got a little crazy.
Hey, he can move, man, on stage, I tell you.
Okay, hold on. Let's do a check-in on one of our vinyl community who I haven't seen on the new program. I don't know if he knows I'm doing anything at all. It's Bobby Gass. We love Bobby Gass. We don't know where he is. I don't know if Bobby knows where he is. He's getting elderly. But has anybody seen Bobby Gass?
He's at a undisclosed location. Because he had to move, right? So he moved to another place.
That was years ago.
Oh, no, that was last year or something like that, wasn't it?
It was years ago, as far as I'm concerned. Elvis was arrested for shaking his hips around. Yeah. That's true, I guess, maybe. Oh, hold on. Here's Elvis to comment on it.
Uh-huh.
Okay, he agrees. You got a big agreement from Elvis. Holy smokes. Boy, we got some fireworks going on today's show. It happened early. It happened intensely. Rob, here's my take. I think you got to let the little guy do his little spiel. Then I want you to debrief us and tell us what you interpret.
I mean, in all seriousness, Rachel.
Yeah, go.
From the get-go, from when I heard of that dude.
Yes.
The way he handled himself was like a child. He docked, he trolled.
He's a boy, Rob. And there's no such thing as a boy.
Rachel.
Yeah, go.
God knows I give people enough stuff to come at me.
Yeah.
But that dude choose to be, instead of clever about it, about his hatred towards me, he went ridiculous. He doxed me. He was like, I promise you, like, he's not alone. Several people have gone that route, and you know where they are now? Where's Marius Stark, Rachel? Where is he?
Yeah, where is he? I haven't thought about him forever.
Where is Davy Strange name? Where is the Rice Patties? Where are all of them?
Well, Rice is watching the show. Do you want to do a shout out?
They're in the garbage heap of YouTube.
Rice, Rob's going to give you a shout out. Maybe get Elvis to say something to Rice Patty.
I mean, a serious question.
Okay. Go ahead. Here we go.
The effort it takes to put into being ridiculous on YouTube, like doxing people and parody, that energy, maybe put it into your channel, and you'll have a better channel, and people will come and like you. Because there's one dude who's around. Who passively aggressive goes after people as much as he can. I just react to it.
Yes.
But all that energy that dude puts into his passive aggressiveness, put it into being likable and making good content. And maybe you'll be where you want to be. Like your aspirations to be like Mazzy.
Yes.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay. So people want to be Mazzy, but people cannot be Mazzy.
No,
there can only be one. It's like Highlander.
I mean,
yes.
Do you think Melinda Murphy worries about me and where I work and making parodies?
No. I don't think, no. Of course, she's doing her own thing. She's too busy with her very successful own channel.
Right. She does what she does. She makes no enemies.
Bye, Ian. We love you. Have a great day wherever you may be. Okay, Rice appearances are now restricted to the Ranking the Obscure live stream weekly. Poor guy. We love Ian. Ian is one of England's finest, one of the best channels going, and he ranks stuff. He tells you what's a good record. Okay, and Rice is out filming another group of young boys breakdancing in the streets of
Is there a video of that on his channel?
I'm the
Don't
real Elvis.
steal my bit. Don't steal my bit, Johnny.
I'm the real Elvis here. I'm the real
No.
Elvis.
That's okay, Johnny's
doing. Rachel, I'm going to do Johnny trying to do Elvis.
Okay, we got battling Elvises, some friends. Here we go. Elvis are going to battle each other.
I'm going to wait out near my mailbox.
I'm going to send you to Heartbreak Hotel, my friend.
Okay, you see what he done?
See, Rachel, this is what lower channels do. They try and copy you.
I know. Well, if it's successful, others want to, imitation's the sincerest form of flattery.
Plastic Soundwave, Melinda likes me fine. I'm just pointing out, Melinda does her channel. She don't worry about other stuff.
She's too busy making sure her stereo is better than Massey's. Holy smokes. Okay, Dave Johnson speaks for so many where he says, I don't want to be 70.
Dane Johnson, you're not anywhere near 70.
Okay, we got a brawl in the peanut gallery. Left versus right, Republican, Democrat. Wolfie, if you want to pick a fight, turn your camera on. We'll have at it. Taking straw man shots in the comments is petulant. Well,
okay, here's a perfect example. Whatever legitimate issues, Wolfie.
Can we call it a beef?
Hold on. Whatever legitimate issues Wolfie has with the world and things, he's horrible at expressing it.
Okay.
He's ridiculous at it.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Okay, it was a great opinion. Melinda fills out a sweater better than Mazzy. Abso-frickin-lutely. Yeah, absolutely. That's what they call gal power. Jenny, does Elvis rank for you as one of your all-time favorite artists in the world?
Probably, probably the second.
Probably a second?
Yeah. Second to who?
Who's
Gino Manelli?
He's great. He's Canadian.
He's Canadian. Yeah.
No, the first would be the Five Satins.
The Five Satins. John Paul, George,
Rachel.
No. Oh, sorry, the Beatles. The Beatles, the Elvis, and the Five Satins.
Rachel, I would like the Five Satins, but one of them troubles me. So I refer to them as the Four Satins.
The Four Satins. Here's the deal. Wasn't that the horrible reality of Elvis's kid brother dying so young? Wasn't he cut in half on a farming incident?
I don't know about that.
Oh, wait a sec. I've confused that with Johnny Cash's brother who died in the farming incident. And it was set up so perfectly in Walk Hard. Walk Hard.
Hey, Wolfie.
Wolfie.
Wolfie. I'm almost certain. Let's pretend your issues are 100% legit and you have facts to back them up.
Yes.
You're horrible at communicating.
Okay.
So I have a feeling, because all debates is whoever does it better, regardless of
articulation is so critical to this.
And I have a good feeling. I have a good feeling that poetry would bury you at the art of debating.
Yes,
that's what I feel.
He's a debater, and I think he was done in his university or college. He was like a debating team guy.
Yeah. Well, Wolfie, here's the deal. Let's set it straight.
Okay, look out, everybody.
I'm going to pretend all your issues are legit, like you have facts to back them up.
Yes.
But you're horrible at communicating. So in the world we live in today, that's what it's all about, because facts don't matter.
Yeah.
So in this instance, anyone could probably pretty much make you look silly if you came up on screen. Anybody, even Johnny. And I'm not that Johnny.
I don't know if you take that like as a compliment or
this is get in the ring, get the gloves on. We want the 8-ounce gloves. I think that's enough to do a knockout. We'll get the 8-ounce gloves. I cannot argue with 180 characters. I don't even know what argument you're making.
Yeah. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
This comment proves my point.
Okay.
In Michael's, that is like the art of debate. In Michael's comment, there are no facts. He's burying you in
where is all this hatred coming for our beloved Wolfie? I love Wolfie.
Because Wolfie is literally the poster boy. Hold on. Wolfie is the poster boy here for someone who's angry and has the ability to barely type. That's because I communicate with Michael all the time. Michael's anything but an angry dude.
No, he's not.
I would consider. I don't use this term really at all, but like a gentleman. Yeah. I would have to think that Michael. That term applies to Michael, as opposed to Staple Face Jim, who's a baby.
Okay,
like a little baby.
He's a little baby, but remember, there's no such thing as a bad baby. But here's something else for you.
Yes, there is. Rachel. He's doing the Super Bowl.
Hold on.
You're a fan.
Well, I got a word for Michael, too. I consider Michael to be what's termed, now listen to this, Rob. I think you're going to appreciate this. Michael Poetry on Plastic, I liken you to what's known as a fancy lad.
A fancy boy.
Just lad, fancy.
Well, hold on, Rachel. A fancy boy doesn't have like a porn stash occasionally. He's not. He doesn't dress dapperly.
Yeah, Michael's a nice young guy. I don't understand why anybody would not like Michael. I don't think.
Everybody loves Michael. Just
He's,
leave it there. I think Wolfie doesn't dislike Michael. I don't think that's what's happening.
I think Wolfie's ability to be angry about the I feel Wolfie's ability to be stupid about the angry about the stupidest shit, and then type unoriginal ways of backing up his beliefs is his downfall.
Hold on, Elvis is here.
Wolfie, maybe you should learn to shake your hips about a little bit. Chill out.
Okay, that's words of advice from the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley, still at the top of his game. Hey, Rich just had a new acoustic. No, it's an older one. It's an Epiphone. It's an Epiphone copy of a Gibson J160E. John Lennon. It's got what do you call it? You can plug in. It's an electrified acoustic. But you can play it as a standard acoustic. It's got great tone. It's a beautiful, easy to play. And it's amazing how often I pick that up even more than my electrics. It's just kind of easy to pick up and play. I don't know. It's a great guitar. It's a John Lennon signature model, to no one's surprise. So the way I love John Lennon, right? Wolfie goes 11 records. Wolfie, Angeles score status.
Okay. This makes my point again. Wolfie,
what's going
posting a link to an X account.
Yeah.
Not probably the best way to convince people to think the way you do.
Admittedly, curiosity killed the cat. I've got to go take a look at it.
I don't know anyone who successfully did that.
Okay, I'm going to look at it. Whoa. Okay, this is, I don't know. Is this, okay, oh boy. Rob, is this racist? Tell me. ICE is arrested the superintendent of Des Moines. Rob, is there a connection? Is there a
wait. Okay, Rachel, the best way to look at this is kind of abstractly. Wolfie was being was this the subject of any back and forth between anyone, Wolfie? Why was this like a blind post for this chat?
It seems to come out of a left field.
Again, Wolfie, this proves my point again, how bad you are at this. Okay. Again, I'm pretending that everything you believe in and trying to communicate is right 100%. You have facts to back it up. But who the fuck was talking about this subject? Was anybody? This proves that you're bad at this, Wolfie. Just give it up and be like Paulcast. Or be like James Farley and just make nice comments about the stream and everything. Because Wolfie, you marching with a political agenda, you're bad at communication. You're horrible at it.
Wow.
Again, I'm not attacking your belief system. And in fact, I'm pretending that everything you say is legit and you have facts to back it up. But Wolfie, you're bad at it.
Holy smell. Can you time out Ian? He's got to go. He's adding up. Freddie and the Dreamers played the Epiphone, not Lennon. You're correct. Lennon did not play the Epiphone he played an Epiphone Casino, but he did not play an Epiphone J120 or 160.
Is that a British made guitar or an American?
No, Epiphone it's a good old American company. Okay. But Epiphone was its own independent company, and then Gibson bought it. So if you buy an Epiphone, it's kind of like a what do you call it? A budget brand Gibson, right? So Gibson top tier. But great bands like Oasis came up. They were playing all that stuff in the early days. Bye, Shadi. Take care. There it goes. Okay, Wolfie is trying to teach Rob. Here you go. Hold on, we got poetry.
But again, the art of debate, Wolfie, is if that was part of the discussion beforehand. It was not. It was not.
Let's get that Patreon going. Come on there, $5 a month to help us all out. Now, I'm getting a link out here for poetry on.
I promise you, Michael, Wolfie's not going to come up to debate.
Okay, here it goes. Well, we're going to find out what's going to happen. He has had it. I'll tell you that much, Rob. He is absolutely fried bacon here right now. And it's happened. We've seen it happen before on the program. People get so fired up. We saw Johnny earlier in today's program. Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny was so fired up. Holy smoke. He was so fired up. He was like, Johnny. That's how mad he was. Yeah, it's like that thing, with Basketball Jones. I love that basketball so much. That basketball was like a basketball. It was a thing he could only reference, would be itself. Rob, Michael for a long time. He's helped you with your classical purchases.
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 Epiphones, an Epiphone Dot. That's the 335 the Gibson knockoff, and Les Paul Jr. They both sound great. They both
wait. How can they call it a Les Paul anything? Isn't that
because it's like a knockoff Les Paul through Epiphone because Gibson owns it now.
Right.
They're the same thing.
They're the same company now?
Is one of the angriest liberal military savants in the vital community. How are you doing? How are you feeling about things? Are you fed the hell up?
Well, I was really hoping to sit and listen to this wonderful direct-to-disc Paul Jackson Black Octopus this morning, but I guess I'm doing this instead.
That's that.
Well, we're glad that
reissue. That's the reissue.
No, that's the original.
Wow, that's a lot of money. That record costs a lot of money.
Well,
if you notice the subtle change in the orientation vital community, I have squeezed us all together because there's so much camaraderie around music here. Michael, welcome to the show. How you doing? Anything on your heart that you would like to discuss?
Well, first of all,
yes,
this is an argument that I didn't even start.
No, you're a victim.
First of all, I didn't even know what he was arguing. So the argument,
but Michael, that makes my point. Okay. Isn't it more about how bad he is at starting a discussion?
Not great at it.
Or it really is about that. So I wouldn't take anything Wolfie says at any value to debate, because he's just spewing out all his intense hatred for something instead of going with love. Right, Rachel?
Okay, well, love is so powerful and important in our vital community. We need so much of it. Remember, vital community, there's no such thing as a bad boy. Okay, Michael, take it away.
So what it seems, well, I can't argue against a comment, so I have to present what I will present as best I can as Wolfie's argument, because if you want to actually make an argument, you have to be able to present what you're arguing against.
He's bad at it.
Articulate.
It seems like Wolfie is arguing that the person we're talking about here is Ian Roberts, who was recently detained by Immigrations and Customs Enforcement. Yes. There are some people reporting that he was a registered voter, and there are some people reporting, and I'm seeing reporting from reputable sources saying there's no evidence that that's the case. It will be interesting to see what comes out.
He's a non-voter.
Well, it will be interesting.
Well, he's the head of the school system, right?
But he doesn't vote.
Well, is that an elected position?
I don't know.
No one knows.
Wolfie knows, I guess.
Wait. This is
ex-educated.
We're getting into a dark area. Let's go.
We're getting into a pet peeve of mine, which is okay. That's a question. That's an interesting question you posed, Rachel.
Yes.
Why not try to find out?
Big.
Well, but so. Just asking questions. We always people sometimes, when making an argument, will raise interesting questions, and then there's an insinuation in that question. But why not actually try to find out, or state your actual argument?
Yes.
So it seems like Wolfie is arguing that because, which we don't know, because this person was supposedly an illegal immigrant who was registered to vote, therefore it's evidence that illegal immigrants vote by and large. Which is not evidence for that.
You cannot extend it. It's from the micro to the macro. You're unable to extend it.
Here's the thing: there is no such thing. It's like a 0%, like any rate of anything that we actively are policing.
Yeah.
It is not possible to have 0%. So we have to ask ourselves, what is an acceptable level?
Excellent.
Like what percentage that you would accept? Because 0% voter fraud in any country in the world is not possible. But we have to look at what is significant voter fraud, what is the cost of deterring voter fraud.
Yes.
And what makes up a statistically significant statement. It is not statistically significant that the claim that illegal immigrants vote, well, by some extent, that probably is true. There's probably some examples out there that exist.
I've never heard of it myself, but I'm sure in somebody's world it exists.
Well, Michael, here's the more important thing to say.
Okay, well.
So if you're presenting that you cannot run an election with 0% fraud, that means that the fraud's on both sides of the election, right?
Statistically, it is. I mean, you can look.
It's on both sides.
The federal government for decades and decades has collected data on this.
If you, let's say we're able to gather 100 illegal aliens who want to vote. Do you think all 100 illegal aliens would vote for Democrats? No. It's not possible. So Wolfie, your argument for voter fraud works on both sides. If that is
hold on, I will say this. So if I am the illegal alien and I'm allowed to vote, I'm not going to vote for the people that want to kick me out. I think that would be against my own interest.
Well, wait, hold on, Rachel, because I have a perfect example.
All right.
My ears are my my whole
are
thing.
Your radar for life.
On multiple occasions on this live stream,
yes,
a Canadian who so hardcore wants to be an American,
very much so,
says they would vote for Donald Trump.
I would.
So you and Central are an illegal alien, right? Rachel?
Well, you're also discounting. Who
would vote for Trump?
No, but I wouldn't enter. The thing is, I'm still on this side of the border.
No,
now, if I was
Rachel,
on the American side,
Rachel,
if I was an illegal and I'm not illegal,
but I promise you, Rachel, I promise there are illegal. There are illegal aliens who support Trump. There are. It exists.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad for that because make America great again. That's the way I like to roll.
See, the whole point.
Well, okay, and then here's. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Reb.
Well, my whole point is about Wolfie's inability to be effective debater.
Yes.
He brings up a point that there's an illegal alien who voted. That means there's an illegal alien who voted for Trump. It can't be such a one-sided thing. That's the way. So correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
Wasn't the country split 50-50 basically on who they supported? So why is it that there's one group that is wholeheartedly in on one party?
In the last election, no candidate won a majority.
Right. So Wolfie, your argument is riddled with things that make it ineffective. You're bad. Just accept the fact. Again, I'm with you, Wolfie. Everything you say is true.
Okay.
But you're an ineffective communicator.
We're very
no, we don't. Wait.
That hurts your effort.
We don't know that what he said is true because there's
conflicting. But
we're not going to give him that, Rob.
But Michael, I'm making that a non-issue, so he can't debate that.
True.
The only thing he can defend himself on is his inability to communicate, and that's basically his problem. Yeah. Because I think I'm better at it, and there's no way I've convinced anyone to even subscribe to my channel or hit the like button. I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
But I'm better than Wolfie.
Fantastic. Wolfie, you've never been so hurt and so lambasted as you have been today. Johnny, words of advice for Wolfie to comfort. Try and be comforting, Johnny. Go ahead.
Oh, what
Try
do you
not
want
to
me
be brutal.
It's Wolfie's opinion, and I don't find Wolfie bad, really. I don't understand.
Wolfie's beautiful. We love Wolfie. I love Wolfie.
I kind of agree that, he brings up, sometimes you bring up some opinion that has nothing to do with what we're talking about and stuff like that. But
I tried it to be encouraging, Johnny. You're actually criticizing Wolfie.
I was just about to say.
Sorry, Wolfie. Johnny is the critic of you.
I was rudely interrupted. I was going to say I don't want to criticize. I'm not trying to criticize Wolfie because I'm a terrible debater myself, and stuff that I put on sometimes.
I thought you were a master debater.
Well, that too sometimes, but so I'm not going to criticize him for that. I'm just saying that I'm just my opinion. I'm just saying that sometimes you'll say something, but I don't dislike Wolfie at all. So
hey, Christopher, it's been a long time since I've seen you. It's good to have Christopher back.
But I'd like to say also though, Why are illegal immigrants allowed to vote to begin with? I don't know.
Well, they aren't.
They aren't.
So the argument.
How come they're voting though? They can vote.
Well,
but how come some are caught? They say that some are voting for it.
Yeah, but Johnny, you're the real issue, if this is what you're talking about, are people that illegally vote.
Yeah.
So there are people of all types, even residents of the U.S. that illegally vote. It happens on every.
So is the question? So is the question? Does some voter fraud exist? Whether it's people voting, like Rob said, people voting illegally, or people that are not supposed to be registered to vote registering to vote. The issue is, I don't understand that question. The issue is that now I'm just derailed. What was I going to say?
Well, if you're going to be derailed, this is
I mean, here's a good example.
Sorry. I remember now. The issue is that just because those things happen doesn't mean that those things are happening in any sense of the term. Like
meaningful wage.
Way to vote.
No. Because like I said, 0% fraud does not exist. Whatever crime that you're trying to deter, 0% doesn't exist. There's no such thing as a 0% robbery rate, 0%. No, but you can have numbers that are not, I hate to say use the word acceptable,
statistically significant. How about that?
Even in countries that are historically crime free and free of and like have really, really strict laws, like take for example Singapore. Well, the robbery rate in Singapore is not 0.
No.
But it is what we would call a.
But you're still going to lose your hands if you get caught. Isn't that the kind of the Islamic penalty?
Yeah. So we have to work in data.
Don't lose your hands.
Hold on.
Your hands are.
Johnny, I have a good thing. This is usually what I bring up.
Now listen, Johnny.
Johnny, what is the number one type of crime that's committed, at least in the U.S.? What do you think?
Rape has got to be number one. Everybody loves sex, so it's got to be rape.
I'd say murder would be the number one.
Okay, no, not even close.
Probably petty theft.
What do you think?
You know what the number one type of crime in the U.S.
Rape, because we're all sexy.
Rape is not.
Rape is number one.
Hold on. It's 11 Canadian live streams excessive. No, I'm joking. Johnny, the number one crime is car theft.
Really?
How many politicians do you see
driving cars
when they're trying to get elected, coming out and going, "If you elect me, I'll end car theft"? How many say that?
I've never heard anybody really say that.
But that is the number one type of crime. Whether it be breaking into a car, whether it be stealing car, all things related to car, that is the number one type of crime. But no politician will stand up and go, "If you elect me, I will end car theft."
Okay, this next question from Wolfie going to Michael. Michael, take it on.
No, it's to present your voter registration, because the requirements to receive a voter registration are significantly higher than the requirements to receive a driver's license.
Thank you, citizen.
Okay, thank you, citizen.
But right now, again, Wolfie.
Hold on, we got an illegal down here. Mexico. Hello, buenos dias.
Let me just put in my 2 cents on illegal. Since I live right on the border, I know some. I've known people all my life that have been illegal. First of all, they don't vote. They don't want to bring eyes to them, so they do not participate on voting. All they want to do is work, get paid, and live a normal life. Most of them work and jobs where they get paid cash.
Yes.
The ones that do have jobs where they work in an office usually have an illegal Social Security number that they're not going to benefit because it's somebody else's that they got in the black market.
Yeah, if they were to try to apply for benefits with that social, they're going to get caught.
Yeah,
so they're not willing to take. I mean, that's the big argument that people have been making for a long time, is that if you are, well, first of all, young people in general, working age people, pay more into the system than they receive, because that's just how society is set up. Most of the
it's set up because these are more American than you fucking white people.
Actually, it's easy.
If I can get more Antigua, Caraga de Tigua, that is my America. This is our Colombians. Bring them in. We want the Venezuelans. We want them all because they're going to help make America great again. And God bless. Allah, Allah, Allah. We want this as my America. Go ahead, Eddie. You're feeling strong about this.
A la chingada.
Okay, Rob, go ahead.
There's really two things.
Okay.
Out of all the people that can vote in the U.S. that are eligible to vote, Michael, typically how many people show up and vote?
Okay. About 40%.
When it's
40%, right?
40%.
Wow.
Listen, Wolfie, this should end your argument.
Okay.
If 40% of the people show up for a major election, forget about midterms. Like we're about to have an election here that there'll probably be a 30% turnout for.
Yeah. No one votes in the municipal elections here.
Wolfie, if people that even have a hard-on for the way the world works and they want to change it, don't even show up to vote. So, Wolfie, your argument is riddled with just nonsense because even in a presidential election, like a major election, not even close to over half the people show up to vote.
Yeah.
So what is your... It seems to me, Wolfie, all the energy you're putting into making a point that's ridiculous, why not put it into, well, if you believe Trump should be president, why don't you show up and vote? Why don't you people? That really is the bigger problem. Just like car theft is the bigger.
Here in Webb County, where I work at a couple of elections, that's about the number you get for the national elections, and local when it's like the mayor or the Webb County judge.
Yeah,
you'll get close to 40.
Okay, hold on, Eddie. Now you're going a little crazy there. Holy smokes! So you're saying you have more local elections? This is crazy. They're crazy elections, is what he's saying. Holy smokes!
The local elections bring out the people to vote, but if it's something on amendments and stuff like that, no one shows up.
Go check them out.
I know. I'm saying that.
I'd like to thank Eddie for explaining that, because I didn't know. And what he said, actually, now when I think about it, it makes a lot of sense about, like, illegals won't,
they're no trouble for anybody.
Yeah. They live a secretive life. They don't want to be out there.
Rachel, if you'll allow me, I'd like to make the argument I was trying to make earlier, and that's, so by and large, any society, including ours, the people that are net contributors to that society are people in working age, people from age about, like, let's say age 20 to age 40. That is the bulk of people that are here undocumented, that are here illegally, is people that are working age, people that are contributing into the system. Now, we have Americans that are contributing into the system too, but by and large, the greater percentage, if we're talking about looking at the two populations and looking at who in that population is in the labor system, it is the pool of undocumented immigrants is going to be a larger percentage of that.
So
and
tiny.
People that are in that pool are contributing more to the system, just in general, than people who are retired age, like yourself, or people that are younger in education. Those people are net drains on the system. Now, I don't mean that in an offensive way. I just mean that in they receive more in benefits than they are putting in, because when they were working age, they were putting in. But that's why countries that have an aging population have economic problems. Look at Japan. Yes. Japan's economy has basically been in the toilet since the 90s, and the reason is their population is rapidly aging. They have more people receiving services than are contributing into the pool of money that provides services. They're contributing into the tax pool. And because Japan has been so tight about immigration, they cannot fill that younger workforce with immigration. And that's why they're not able to really produce anything anymore.
Rachel, can you show Wolfie's comment? Because
I gotta get my hat for this conversation with my beautiful blonde hair. Yeah. Okay, Wolfie, here's your comment. Rob,
okay, here's the way I'm taking your comment, Wolfie.
Okay, Wolfie.
You spend way too much time on the internet. That's what this comment comes from, someone who is educated by whatever websites they go to. My suggestion to you, Wolfie, is two things. Take a break from the internet. Maybe take a week or two vacation. your life will be so much better. And then when you're in the chat at these live streams, actually participate in the stuff that they're talking about. We were forced to discuss this nonsense because you're horrible at it.
Yeah, I was talking about this Elvis record here.
Yeah, we're talking about the Elvis record.
Talking Elvis.
Maybe start today by saying, I'm Wolfie, I'm going to change my ways, and I'm going to say, don't really care for Elvis that much. Then you've changed your way, Wolfie. Because you know what, Wolfie, I don't spend my time worried about what the Democrats are doing or not doing to get people to register. I'm just going with the facts. And the facts are what Eddie said. No one shows up to vote. So it really doesn't matter that people are voting illegally. And it really doesn't matter that the Democrats are trying to get people to vote who can't vote because they're not voting.
Yeah.
Okay, Wolfie? They're not. It's just, that's the fact.
Scare tactic.
It's not scared. There are no illegals. I mean, no, you can't say none, but there's like 5. Okay, we'll give you 5. That's statistically
Wolfie,
okay? Come on.
I bet. Okay, here's the difference between you and me, Wolfie. I don't care, and you're horrible at this, so it equals out. I don't think the Democrats' effort to get a woman elected president worked. So do you hear? This is logic, Wolfie. So the Democrats failed at getting a woman elected president, right? Everyone can agree on that. So how do you expect their efforts to do something nefarious are? If they're ineffective in a legit way, how are they ineffective in an illegal way?
Well,
any conspiracy
the
falls
Democrats
apart.
keep putting. You guys put the wrong broad. Like
No,
you
no,
gotta get a this. You need a hottie. Go ahead, Michael.
I'm not doing the partisan. I'll talk about policy. I'm not doing the partisan stuff.
No,
but I mean, hold on. Regardless,
absolutely no partisan.
Let me ask Michael.
Well, no, really,
Michael. My logic is greater than Wolfie's conspiracy.
Yes,
Wolfie has an agenda. He has a hatred towards the left-leaning side of the world. So if they're ineffective at doing things legitimately, how are they effective at doing things nefariously, Wolfie? It doesn't make sense.
Well, typically,
it's not worth it's not worth the two gerbil walking around in your brain.
Any conspiracy that involves
go ahead, Michael.
Any conspiracy that involves more than 4 or 5 people becomes more and more unrealistic. Rachel, if you highlight Wolfie Baby's comment, I would like to actually respond to that because this is what I talk about. People tend to nowadays, and this is a problem. This is a universal problem, and I feel like in American popular culture. The one he was talking about, ID.
Okay.
This is a problem because nobody reads anymore. People ask these questions that have implications. Like he's asking a question here: if you're white, why are the Democrats so dead set against having to show an ID to go along with voter registration card? That's a question that has an implication behind it. Why would they want this? It must be nefarious. But people don't read. They don't actually bother to look up. Maybe there might be a good reason why someone opposes this. Let me look it up.
Because it's easier to read a X account that spews something.
Well, yeah, nobody wants to read a document. This was actually, I believe, a court case in North Carolina because one of the first voter ID laws was in North Carolina after the 2008 election. And there was an actual, I believe it was the Department of Justice investigation into this. And the actual court documents, they were able to subpoena court documents from the state Republican Party that said, if we, they were targeting specific counties that were majority Black and majority Democrat and trying to figure out how they could limit the voter turnout in those counties. And they discovered that a lot of elderly Black African-American people in those counties did not own a driver's license. And it's not, this isn't a conspiracy. They said this. They said these populations don't have driver's licenses. How can we limit the voter access of that population? And yes, it was possible that those people that didn't have an ID could have gone and got one. Maybe they had to drive another county over. But the point is not to prevent access. The point is to make access harder. The point is to create another hurdle, because people already don't go out and vote when they can just go, people that are registered to vote don't go out and vote. If you create something that's even more of a pain, the people that are like, oh, well, maybe I would have gone and voted, but my Monday's already busy. I don't have the time. I don't have the time to drive over there and get that registration. When you make things harder, less people do it. That's just how it works.
Now, what about
another thing is like voting?
Amigo, go ahead, Eddie.
Like here in Texas, you vote Democrat, the Republicans always win, so it's always going to go red. A lot of people just say, you know what, I'm not even going to vote because my vote's not going to count.
Same in California.
Yeah.
No one votes anyway. It's 40%. But anyway,
exactly.
Hang on, mi amigos. What about if we provide some sort of voter ID card that could be handed out by the government? You present that, so you don't have to drive a car. You get your car. At least there's a picture to some degree to monitor the traffic.
Every time,
who's American, who's not? I know I want one.
Every time I vote, I have to present an ID, and they check it against the voter registration log. Make sure that you are a registered voter.
Muy bueno, mi amigo. I love it. Okay, Rob,
Rachel, everyone acts like the act of going out to vote with an ID card will make you vote.
Yes.
Well, people don't even look at Johnny. What did I do last week, Rachel? What was the thing I did last week?
Okay, you went and you traveled all over America.
No. I went and got a colonoscopy.
He had a colonoscopy.
Hold on. Why do people go get colonoscopies?
An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
Right. What rate, Johnny?
Wow.
When was your last colonoscopy, Johnny?
I did the one that you get in the mail. You know.
Okay, all right. Johnny, just say I've never had. Johnny, years ago. Johnny, just say I've never had a colonoscopy. Just say this.
I did it years ago. But when I was in my 50s, I think, or something like that.
Well, what did you do? Did you drink the solution and then?
No, I did it the mail thing.
All right, that's not a colonoscopy, Johnny.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all I did, right? I didn't have.
So, Johnny, for this discussion, just say I've never had a colonoscopy.
I never had it. No, I didn't. I didn't have
now,
one. No.
Now, Wolfie, don't you think your health is more important to you than who's elected president? Don't you think your health? If you could go out and do something that allows you to live.
Buddy, don't rebel against Rob. This is good medical advice. I don't want you taking your health.
So if something that is life or death for someone and they don't even do it, what do you think they're going to do if they could go vote? They're not going to do it. Wolfie, your life, at least if my knowledge of you, has been arguing nonsense politically. Chances are makes Michael's point that you don't go educate yourself about it. You read a X account or a link to an article and you rev yourself up about this nonsense. What was your last colonoscopy, Wolfie? Do you participate in your medical health? Because to me, that's more important to me than my political beliefs. If people won't even do that, what makes you think they're going to go out and vote? That's why you are ridiculous, Wolfie. That's, to me, why you're ridiculous.
Can we say, okay, let's go around the panel because we're a vital community. Let's share something nice about Wolfie because I love Wolfie. I'm going to start. I think Wolfie's so cute. He's got a Claude Rains-like ability about him. Claude Rains, great actor, very sweet guy. Eddie, you know what I'm talking about. Wolfie, Claude Rains, you can see where I'm at. Rob, go ahead. Your kind of comment for Wolfie.
Well, wait. When we first met Wolfie, didn't he have long flowing locks?
He had long flowing hippie-like locks.
And now he cut them off, right?
His wife, Delilah, cut them.
And wouldn't you, if we are to learn anything from historical stories,
we learned anything,
he has no power anymore, right?
He's lost his strength.
Yes.
Shadi, kind word. Thank you, Rob, for your kind word. Wolfie have no strength. That's a positive if you look at the right way. Shadi, kind word for Wolfie. Now, don't fuck it up like you did last time. Just say something nice.
Wolfie, you're a good man. Don't try not to get Rob to put you down.
Just go have a colonoscopy, Johnny.
Yeah. What's there to say? Just go with the flow. What the hell?
Okay, go with.
If you had a colonoscopy, Johnny, you would literally go with the flow.
Oh, that's right. Good, Michael. All right, Michael. Well, this is me. Hi, everybody. Okay, let's go, Michael. Kind words of thought. Go ahead.
Here's the thing. This person, Wolfie, seems to know me or remember some argument.
He's a fan.
Until today, I've never thought about this person in my life. I don't know who Wolfie is.
And you're better for it.
He might be a great guy. He might not be a great guy. His arguments in this comment section were hurt my brain, and not in a good way. I don't know what you want me to say.
Well, I think that's a positive if you look at it.
You know what? I'll say something positive. Because of these comments, I looked at his channel, and I would describe it as cozy, both in terms of number of videos made and number of subscribers.
Yeah, and he's nice. And he's from New York. He's a New Yorker. Go ahead, Rob.
Can you highlight Wolfie's comment?
Yes, here we go. Okay, Rob, this is your department. When it comes to colonoscopies, we have a resident.
Okay, so he third colonoscopy last July.
Yes.
In this calendar year. First one at 45 due to the state of colon cancer among my coworkers.
Yes.
What the fuck were you doing with your coworkers?
Hold on. That's a lifestyle choice. I don't want any criticism for LGBTQ plus community.
What were you sharing?
Holy smokes, a needle, I hope.
I really have nothing. I mean, I really don't know Wolfie other than he did a vlog one time on your channel, Rachel, where he was walking around New York showing us some of the harbor and the bay or whatever, walking around. That's all I really know about Wolfie.
Yeah. Well, I talk to him a lot because, we're buddies. Him and I exchange a lot of emails, but we're more politically aligned, so there's that. But he's a good boy. We love Wolfie, and he's a good sport. And he can take a licking and keep on ticking. I kind of like a Timex watch. Okay, so you got a record here, Michael. You're listening to music. What's happening? Also, the kids were asking earlier, what are you using for a compact disc player lately? For
the last 10 years, I've used an Oppo BDP 105D. I don't use the DAC in it. I mean, I use that for movies, but I run that to my Denafrips Pontus 2. So it's the Oppo 105D is the reader of the disc, and the Denafrips Pontus 2 is the DAC that decodes the audio.
Wow, the Oppo, I hear good things about that. Massey had one, I believe. They're highly regarded.
I have a business.
How much is the decoder, Michael?
The Denafrips? What are they selling for? You can still buy them. I'm trying to remember what they're selling for now. They sell for about like $2,500.
I have the Oppo, but it's I use a Sony 3D Blu-ray.
Yeah, at some point, Rob, if you have a good disc, if you like playing CDs and you have a good disc player, a Denafrips is worth, because to me, Denafrips are one of the few DACs that sound kind of analog, that sound more like a record. But I made a video about this once, but the thing that I really like about the Denafrips is that it has an input called an I2S input. Do you know you guys know what that is?
I2S input.
I think only people who had colonoscopies know about that input.
I know a little bit about the S-Girl.
I2S is a digital audio codec. It's full high res, so you can do up to like above 192.24 and above like DSD. I think it's like DSD 312 or something like that. But the cool thing about I2S is it runs, the connection of I2S is HDMI.
Oh, okay.
And here's the thing. The Oppo players have an HDMI output that is an HDMI audio output. And if you get one of these little, you can go on like eBay or something, they make these little like $50 Chinese decoder boxes that will decode basically translate an HDMI signal to an I2S signal. So you can connect it all with HDMI cables, but the disc player puts out HDMI audio out, and the box translates it into I2S, and the I2S goes into your DAC. And here's why that's important. Not only is it one of the best ways to send digital audio to your DAC, but it can send DSD. So you can play super audio CDs on your Oppo player. And normally super audio CDs, you have to use the DAC in the player because that's how Sony designed it. You can't send it to another DAC. You can't send it coax out. But with this little trick, you can send DSD audio from SACDs to your DAC and listen to your SACDs through your DAC.
Now that's really handy because I've got my Marantz PM6006, and the DAC in that is shot. Like I can't connect it to and override it, bypass. I can't do anything with it. So because I've got the DX5 for my streaming, so I was thinking, hey, I'll just use that DAC, which is superior. The one in the streamer is superior to what I got in the Marantz. Use that, but I can't. It's broken. It won't output. I tried optical. I tried different connection. Maybe what you're suggesting might allow it to bypass. I'm not sure.
Well, you're wait. So I'm sorry. Say that again, Rachel. Because your player does not play SACDs. It just plays.
No,
CDs.
it doesn't by itself. But I'm wondering if I got an adapter, whether then it could take the signal and bypass the Marantz and use the external DAC in this DX5, for example.
Well, your Marantz should have a digital audio output, because I used to own a Marantz CD player.
Yeah,
there's a coax on the back.
Yeah, and it's out of order. It's not working, and it's not working.
It's a setting in the menu. I remember this on the Marantz CD players. It's a setting in the menu you have to enable.
Right, and I enabled it, and it is enabled. It's still not working. There's a broken circuit somewhere.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, 12% of people here are idiots based on a poll. We got a poll going right now, and the poll is, it's asking the question, do you vote? 88% of our people do vote, 12% don't. Now, remember Fred Putterman had the idea. He felt that the whole system, the whole voting experience was a continuum that had already been compromised, and therefore, no matter what you do, you're playing within a controlled setting. And so he felt that voting was an exercise in futility. He articulated that position on this very channel.
Yes, he's a Texan.
Go ahead. What's that thing?
He's a Texan. He
is a Texan. He's a rebel. Yeah. We know Lone Stars are about.
Yeah, but local elections matter in Texas. No, I think arguments like that are an excuse for apathy and like this kind of like defeatist cynicism.
Oh, Fred Putterman, we love you, but don't be a cynical defeatist.
Well, because people like that never improve the world. Like people.
Fred, you'll never fix the world the way you're going.
Well, no, it's this kind of I'm gonna wait for the revolution to come, and the revolution. Well, first of all, revolutions are bad because. Like hundreds of thousands of people usually die in revolutions. You don't want your society or your country to get to a point where you have to have a revolution, because it's almost never a good thing.
Well, in 1776 it worked out for us.
Yeah, like the United States, the American Revolution.
They didn't have the internet back then, Rachel.
I think first of all, there's a difference in a revolution between. Like back then, that was an anti-colonial revolution, which is a bit different because the people they were fighting against weren't actually living.
No taxation without representation, I say, Michael.
Yeah, but that's a very different thing than trying to overthrow a society to install your political system of choice and fighting against your own citizens.
Yeah, don't do that.
I have a question for Michael. Going back to playing CDs, what CD do you recommend, a CD player, that you don't have to go the transporter DAC route? Just an all-in-one, plug it in, play CDs, and it plays them well.
All right, good question.
I'm not an expert on CD players. I mean, the Oppos are good, but now they don't make them anymore.
They're not updating the firmware on it.
And another one that I think isn't, I don't know if this is made anymore, but Riga used to make one of the best CD players.
Apollo.
The Riga Apollo. You can get those used. You can get them used for like $800. They're great.
Wow. Okay.
Those are really good. Luxman makes a really good CD player.
Luxman, they still make CD players?
Yeah. They make it, and it plays SACDs. I think. Let me look this up.
Johnny, do you get excited when you hear about the Gear Talk? Do you make you want to go out and get a better CD player for your uses?
I get excited about it, but I'm not going to pay $800 for a CD player.
Johnny,
listen, hold on. I can speak to this.
God.
If Johnny had $800, he'd fly all the way out here.
Give you a piece of his money.
With Wolfie.
Wow. Holy.
Okay, so the cheapest. Well, that's.
Hold on, Rob. Take a look at this comment. Do you agree with this observation?
Well, Rachel, you mean Jacko?
Well, no, not that guy. We're talking about Johnny Al. It says he looks like a Bilbo Baggins.
Hold on, Rachel. I have a response to this.
Okay, look how Rob's got an answer for you.
Johnny of the Northwest.
Oh, it's a complete Hobbit song.
He's got Hobbit rock.
Johnny L is Bilbo of this live stream.
It's fantastic.
My name is Glenn Yarborough.
What did you find, Michael? Did you find something, Michael?
Okay,
well, the Luxmans are really expensive. The cheapest Luxman CD player is like four grand. Techniques also makes one very highly.
Why do you people? What the hell's wrong with you? Every time we talk gear, you idiots start freaking out. You can handle the politics. You can handle Spring Hill Jim going nuts, but you can't handle gear talk. Don't you want your records and your CDs and anything else you're listening to sound good? Why the hell are we here anyway? Well, to have a giggle, I admit that.
I have an old Panasonic surround sound system that I had for years, and I put CDs in it on the disc. I could put 5 of them. It sounds good to me.
Okay, here's one that might be in the budgets of some people. Steve Guttenberg reviewed this, and he really, really liked it. So Techniques makes one called the SLC700, and it's $1,000. But it seems like that one has a really good DAC in it. Techniques do some really interesting stuff with digital technology because they're a sub-brand of Panasonic.
Michael, what would be the more affordable end instead of spending $2,500 on a
Mordor?
Marantz CD players or
no. Also, I mean, I have an Oppo. If I was to buy another device to
a transporter,
do you care about playing SACDs?
I mean, I might have one, but yeah, I would like the ability to do it.
I don't.
But here's the thing: see if I like it. But I want to spend $2,500.
The cheapest Denafrips DAC is the Aries, which is about let's see, what is the Aries going for now? The Aries sells for about, well, if you want to buy it on AliExpress, it's $700. If you want to buy it somewhere else, it's about $800-900. That's the cheapest Denafrips DAC they make. But I don't think that one has an I2S input. But if you have like one SACD, it's that I feel like you should go towards that one.
Thank you.
Kilvin Asco, Paul, Breakfast King Loyola. Anyway, no, this is amazing. I think Marantz does a great job. There's some music I can put on here, absolutely blow you the frickin' hell away. This system I've got is just the bomb. It sounds amazing. Hold on, Elvis has got an opinion about CD sax. Go ahead.
I would like it. Come on, Eddie, don't step on my
don't run the bet. It's Elvis.
Johnny.
Wait.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Okay, Rachel, show Michael my comment.
Yeah.
He's telling people they don't need. Okay, here he goes.
The problem is very few, if not almost no disc players play SACDs have that I2S, have that HDMI output. Oppos are some of the few that do. Now, Oppos also, like, the reading of the disc actually does matter, like the quality of the laser and the quality of the motor driving it does make a difference. But no, I'm not recommending Oppos because of the sound. I'm recommending Oppos because they have that feature when a lot of disc players don't.
Feature rich. That's the way you want to go. You can upgrade. For myself, I do like.
Also, I'm not selling people anything. I don't.
Yeah, he's just sharing information. It's fun. Gear Talk is a part of the hobby. Nobody should freak out about Gear Talk. Everybody should enjoy it and go, okay, because I play this, I play that. Michael, what do you think it is that causes my audience in particular to have a reaction? I know the IQ collectively around here is not very high. Do you think that could be a factor?
To have what reaction?
Well, they don't like the Gear Talk. When we talk, they go, "Oh, the gear, I'm bored." And I don't think they comprehend what you're trying to tell them.
Okay.
It's the sour grapes crowd. You can't get it.
Yeah. Well, Eddie, you're all into gear. You're a gearhead.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of it I can't afford, but at least I tend to make little upgrades here and there.
For me, it's
just the best upgrade I did was upgrading my speakers to these Harbeths. They are they
the bomb? You got the DX? You got these ones?
I mean, they sound good on my Riga Brio amp, which is only 40 watts, but I'm hopefully next year I'm going to upgrade to a Sugden, the anniversary 50th edition.
Yeah. So you got the DXL5s?
No, I've got the 30 point.
The 30s. He's got Jim's old speakers.
Yeah. These things, oh my God, man. It involves you in the music so
I just think your size of speakers, Rachel, will be too big for my room. I've got a small room, so I don't think those speakers will do justice to my room.
I actually, in Harbeth's lineup, I actually prefer their monitor series. So the P3 ESRs, the 30.2s, well, now they're the 30, are they going to 30.5 now? And then the monitor 40s. I feel like those designs in Harbeth's lineup are the most resolving.
Yeah.
And I feel like the C7s and the Super HL5s, they're a little warmer, which some people might like. For me, I want a little bit more resolution because I had Jim's Super HL5s in my system for, I want to say, a couple weeks, and I liked them. I liked the added sound; it was more full, but it was a little warmer. It was a little less detailed of a sound.
It was crazy in Beardos. Yeah, I mean, this whole thing. I mean, now, folks, when you listen to Poetry on Plastic Players, said guy's an audiophile. He sees a lot of gear. A lot of gear goes through his shop. He gets exposed to a lot of stuff, so he can make these informed decisions. But again, music, a lot of it's subjective. All I can say about my own system, I've never had anything that sounds so good that just jaw drops. You just go, oh my God, I can't believe how amazing, how good this music sounds. And I've never been happier with any system I've ever had. Even my beloved Boston Acoustic A150s, which in 1982 were my go-to. I love them. They were so warm and beautiful and defined and cozy and warm. These things are that, but on steroids. Absolutely amazing. I can't say enough good stuff about it.
Usually I like Herc's comments, but I'm going to disagree on this one.
Herc, you're in shit now from poetry. Michael, let him have it.
But the question I have for him, has he ever compared disc transports? Because I have. I've reviewed CD transports with the same DAC, and they sound very, very, very different. One of the reviews I did during COVID was of a Metronome CD transport, and you know, I'm getting here. It doesn't have a DAC inside. You can't play it by itself. You have to connect it to your DAC, and it was like a $5,000 CD transport. It was not cheap, and I connected it to a $2,000 DAC, and I'm like, I'm not going to be able to hear a difference with my Oppo. I swapped them back and forth. It was not subtle. It was not a subtle difference in sound.
Yeah. Now, big shout out to my friend Marty in Oregon. Marty, are you doing a show today? Let me know in the comments below. Marty in Oregon. Of course, Portland is center of all activity right now. Mazzy's down there. Kimbo was there. Cast of thousands. They're having a great time. Some of the greatest things in the vinyl community is when we can get together and actually meet one another and have a drink together, whatever floats your boat. But it's a great thing, and I love the pictures and seeing the guys down there having a great time. Eddie, go ahead.
To that point, Rachel, I'll be going to LA at the end of the month. So,
okay, so you're going to be in LA. Are you going to see Rob?
Thanks for the warning, Eddie.
Okay, hold on. That can be quite hurtful. Don't be striking off.
You bastard.
Eddie,
Yes.
Eddie, if you go see Rob, can you do me a favor? Can you shake the finger at him for me? Because I can't. We'll be able to.
Holy, those Johnny breaking the wrath.
Well, Eddie asked me to take him to a place where he's able to shake his finger.
That's the restaurant.
Yeah, right.
Okay, Marty's having a well-deserved day off. He's a truck driver by trade. He drives hundreds of miles, like in this job of his. He goes from state to state out of Oregon, frequently into Washington, carrying various goods. He does a lot of, what is it stuff he's always carrying? The grain stuff, the lime. He's a lime.
Nuclear waste.
He does a lot of lime laying down. Okay, we're close to wrapping up here. Rob, word of advice for our beloved Jim. Remember, there's no such thing as a bad boy. A big announcement today. His channel's gone. Obviously, a lot of people are going to be affected by this. He's one of the great parodies in the vinyl community. Go ahead, Rob.
No.
Uh-oh.
You're nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time.
Oh, it's hound dog. Okay, let's talk a little bit about this before we go. What do you got here? Japanese.
So this is a Japanese mono reissue of Elvis' debut RCA record that came out. This came out in 2018, And I've seen conflicting information. I've seen promotional information that said cut from the original analog tapes, but then I've also seen information saying it was cut from a 196.24 file. So I'm not sure, but I do know this sounds really good. This is a mono pressing, and it sounds fantastic.
All right, we got Herc doubling, tripling down, if you will. DSD through HDMI.
Okay, can you set up the experiment then? And first of all, it's there. I mean, so in my doctorate, I took a music cognition class, and it was very interesting. We were actually able to write proposals for experiments like this.
Yes.
The thing is, the people that talk about double-blind experiments in terms of audio, most of these people have never set up a double-blind experiment because double-blind experiments are incredibly difficult to set up. They require dealing with a lot of compounding factors. They require a large sample size. These are things that the normal person can't do. You can just try out different equipment and see what you like. What is fake?
Herc, what the hell's wrong with you? We got Michael. He's one of our brightest and best, and you're just hurling insults.
Well, here's the thing: if you disagree with what I've said, then what about pick apart my argument? But I don't.
He's done a PhD dissertation, you son of a bitch. Herc, you're way out of your league here, son.
Like my term paper for that class was setting up a double-blind audio listening experiment, and trust me, it's not something the normal person can set up.
By the way, that's one of the great pressings from Sony Japan. Russell says, thank you, Russell. Bad boys will get spanked. That's incredible. You have a low IQ. You're right. That's YOU apostrophe RE, Shaddy. You are.
Maybe, but
the little punk in the chat room was saying all kinds of things.
That's Tim. He's not a bad boy. I love you, Jeff.
He can go play with his little dinky cars and stuff and get lost.
With his little dinky?
Wow.
Okay. First of all,
too, if he wants.
Wow.
First of all, so going back to can we
Herc?
Dan B's comment?
Dan B, you son of a bitch. You're another one. Watch out. They team up.
I'm not poo-pooing blind tests, but if you want to run a blind test, it has to be an actual blind test.
Actual blind one. Poo-poo head.
If you want to run a what is scientifically structured as a blind test, that requires certain criteria to be met.
Eddie, don't cry. It's going to be over soon.
Talking about blind tests are not doing. If you want to use science, you have to do the scientific method correctly. And the people at Audio Science Review doing those tests are not doing that. That's my argument. If you want to set up a blind test, propose a test and submit it. And if you want me to take it, I'll take it.
Yeah.
But this is
or
not,
won't take it all. Whatever pleases you, whatever makes you happy. Or he won't test anything at all. You know, it just wants to please you.
And here's the thing.
Pass the Pepsi challenge.
Going to Herc's comment.
Yes. Oh, Herc, you're full of it too. Go ahead, Michael.
Hey.
That is entirely possible, but you have to demonstrate that.
Hold on.
Because
hold on. My Rob is fed up.
Let me set stuff straight. Herc is just trying to get a rise out of you, I think.
No, I enjoy Herc because what he says is he's not a dumb guy.
He is dumb, but that's beside the point.
Can we get back to dumb guys?
I normally
cognitive bias.
Yes. Cognitive bias is real. Placebo is real. All of these phenomenon you're describing are real. But if you want to what's the term? If you want to invoke those terms, you have to demonstrate the presence of it. And when we're talking about something like audio, we're talking about first of all, I've said this a bajillion times. Audio is an illusion. We are using our systems to recreate to us the feeling of musicians playing in front of us.
Yeah.
That is by definition an illusion. We are tricking ourselves to have an experience that we enjoy. So if you want to talk about placebo and cognitive bias, that probably exists to some extent, but we are not after, we're not testing a drug. We're not testing a surgical result. We are testing what pleases us.
If we cut, do we not bleed? Don't you see what Michael's saying? Rob, take it away.
The
take it away. Be patient with yourself.
The illusion is magic, and magic is an illusion.
Holy folks, it's done heading, ladies and gentlemen. Well, listen, on that note, we've had a good show. I'm so glad everybody's here. Michael, thank you so much for coming on up. Eddie, heart of my heart. What's our word for in Spanish for heart? The cerce, what's the word you use? The curva, what do you call for the heart? What's the word? Come on. Spanish. Yeah, how do you say the heart in Spanish?
El corazón.
El corazón, mi corazón, tu corazón. We love it. Mi casa, tu casa, that kind of idea. Rob, we love you. Such wisdom today. Please be patient with Spring Hill Jim. Jim, you're going to be back. Bigger, better than ever.
What actually happened? Did he?
It was Rice Tokyo Brian.
Tokyo Brian did God's work and eliminated the Staple Face Jim's channel.
It's not Staple Face, it's Spring Hill Jim. And his channel was taken down through what's called a feedback complaint loop. Okay. Oh, well. And he's got his channel all gone. All right. And Johnny, final word to you. Go ahead.
Yes, I'd like to say it was great to see Eddie. Well, gracias, amigo. Buenos dias.
Yes.
Thank you.
Gracias, amigo.
Nice seeing Eddie and Michael. So, of course, Michael, I haven't seen him. It was great to see Michael.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. Michael, you're going to see Boris and other touring.
Maybe if I have time. October is really busy for me. By the way, if anyone's watching in Arizona, pending government shutdown, I'm going to be on tour in Arizona the last week of Arizona. 2 public concerts, one with the Phoenix Chamber Society and one at Grand Canyon University. We're like October 28th and October 30th, I think. We haven't posted anything publicly yet because we're waiting till the shutdown is done to actually advertise our concerts. But we're going to be in Arizona.
So what tentatively the schedule is coming up in October?
End of October, I'll be on tour in Arizona. So if anyone wants to come see us, everything, the public stuff is free, open to the public, no ticket required.
All right, Michael, we love you. Thanks for being part of the show. You always make it better. Everybody, thanks so much for watching the program. We're going to be back on Tuesday. That's the next broadcast. Everybody have some fun. Sideways for Days asked the question, where can I get tickets if I'm interested?
No tickets required. You can show up without a ticket. Check the Air Force Academy Band website once the government shutdown is complete to see the public tour schedule.
All right, that'll do it there. Thank you, everybody. We love you, Johnny. Thanks so much for being here, Rob. You know, the best. All right, everybody, we'll be back on Tuesday. And subscribe. Or no, don't subscribe. I don't care about that. But send money through the Patreon.